Rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ahlan wa sahlan. Marhaban bikum. Hope you're well, folks. In the best of health. Alhamdulillah, I am. I'm extremely good. Alhamdulillah. Leicester 87.7 FM. This is Maulana Khadi. Lockdown with MK right away till 3 p.m. Inshallah. Ta'ala. And we have a wonderful program lined up today. We have a great program lined up today. And yes. Right, just sorting. Right. Salams, Maulana, hope you're well, says Khadija Chopda. Assalamu alaikum. And people are joining on Instagram as well. You can join me live on Instagram, on Facebook, and obviously 8. Right, that's all done now. Yeah, I think it takes me a couple of minutes before like, but if you watch me on Instagram or Facebook, you can see that I've got my pilot gear on today, as always. And when a pilot usually takes off, it takes a couple of minutes. So it takes me usually a couple of minutes to warm up here in the studio, and I got Akil, my co-pilot, alhamdulillah, who doesn't do really much, just sits and smiles at me, and sends me 20 text messages and how much time before we land, and when we have to refuel, and then when we have to. So Jazakallah, Akil, co-pilot. Hope you're well. No answer from the co-pilot. He's actually replied to me. Okay. Okay, saying that. Isa Bismillah says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And we've got 24 minutes to the first break, inshallah. 24 minutes to the first break. And so let me start again properly. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Maulana Khalil on 87.7 FM. Hope you're all well and in the best of health. 14 fast today. 14 fast. Can you believe it? It's going fast. It's going very, very quick. Allah Ta'ala, accept what we've done so far. Allah, accept what we've done so far. And Allah gives the tawfiq to do better for the next coming days to come, inshallah ta'ala. Salams, hope you are well, says Harun Bhai. I'm really, really well. And as always, I would like you to send me a text message, inshallah. Send me a text message, Leicester, wherever you are in Leicester, 07450925084. Salams, Maulana, quick question. What happened to terms of Eid Namaz, obviously without khutbah? No, there will be no Eid Namaz. Maulana, miss you so much, says Safiya. Okay, Jazakallah khair. Salams, Maulana. Jazakallah khair. So we've got lots of people sending messages from all over the globe. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to everyone. Salams, Maulana. MK Airlines ready for takeoff. Yes, it is ready for takeoff, alhamdulillah. People who are listening at home in Leicester or wherever you're listening, no text coming yet. There's no text coming. Or are you saying there's no text working? Okay, which one is it? Co-pilot, come in, co-pilot. Okay. Okay, don't worry, I can take your time. I can relax. Maybe the Wi-Fi in the plane is not working properly. So let me tell Leicester again. Leicester City, my co-pilot's complaining. By this time, we have text messages. We haven't received a single text message from the whole of Leicester Sharif. So I'm going to say it again. Leicester Sharif, please send me a text message, inshallah, that you're listening or where you're listening from. So 07450925084. 07450925084. Inshallah, I got a good feeling within the next 1 minute, Akil will get 3 text messages, inshallah. Next 1 minute, we're going to get 3 text messages. That's my calculated guess. Salams, Maulana says, Imran, Musa, Imran, Ahlan wa Sahlan, Marhaban bikum. If you are listening at home in Leicester, wherever you are, or in your homes or your workplace, and you feel like you want to watch us instead, then feel free. You can come on my own personal Instagram page. It's Maulana Khalil, Moulana, Khalil, Khalil. Assalamu alaikum, says Zuleika Black Rose. Assalamu alaikum, says Muhammad. Yay, my first text message. MashaAllah, listening from Humberston. Jazakallah khair. Thank you. Jazakallah, my dear listener. Really appreciate text message. I got a bit worried then. I thought nobody was going to text, but I've got one in. Come on, Leicester, man, don't be tight. You're all in lockdown now. I'm sure you can send me a message. I'm sure you can multitask whatever you're doing and send me a message at the same time, inshallah. 07450925084. 07450925084. Salams listening from Highfields. That's 2 messages down. Alhamdulillah. I need 3 more. 3 more messages. And I got Imran says listening from Hamilton. That's over Instagram. So I'm talking about Instagram. I appreciate your messages. Facebook, I also appreciate your messages. And but I want some text messages from the Salam listening on a receiver. It's Shirin from Leicester. Jazakallah khair, Shirin man. take off the virtual would be Allahu Akbar. Listening from Belgrade, says Zuleika Blackrose. Okay, that's on Insta as well. Jazakallah khair, Zuleika, man. So we've had 3 text messages. Of the 4th one's just come in. Salam's MK, what's the talk about today? We're still going to talk about single parenting. Single parent, we didn't get enough time to cover that. I still want to talk about daughter-in-laws. I'm going to say it's a mixture of things. I'm listening from Idris Mullah. Jazakallah khair, Idris Mullah. Ahlan wa sahlan. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum. Listening from New Delhi, says Muhammad Raqib Huda. Muhammad Raqib Huda. MashaAllah, Muhammad Raqib Huda. New Delhi. Which part of New Delhi? Because I actually stayed 1 year in Delhi myself. I was near the Nizamuddin area. Nizamuddin area. In Delhi, I stayed 1 whole day. 1 whole year. I loved it. They are all out enjoying the weather. Barbecue for iftari. Come on, barbecue is still a very long time to go yet. Ages to go for the barbecue. Salams Malana, hearing you loud and clear in Evington. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. That's the spirit of Leicester. That's what I like to hear from Leicester. Text messages coming in the original, the traditional way. You know, Insta is still a new thing, and well, sort of a new thing, and Facebook is still a new thing. But back in the days, it was only text messages on the radio station, and we used to get phone calls. But obviously, we're not taking phone calls. But it's always nice, the traditional way and the old way of getting text messages and WhatsApp messages from our listeners. So, Jazakallah khair, Leicester. Really, really, really appreciate your time and effort for texting me on 87.7 FM. And the text number is, just for your information, is 07450 925-084. 07450 Salams, how are you? Somebody says, I'm good. Monona, at some point it would be good to do a talk about how to deal with children with behavior issues during lockdown. Yes. Finally got my Siratul Mustafa, mashallah. Salams, listening from Leicester City Centre, not out and about. I live in the city centre. Well done, mashallah. Brilliant, brilliant. MashaAllah, more messages. To be honest, my Ramadan is going very, very good. I do miss the vibe. I do miss the buzz. I do miss the masjid big time, right? I miss all of that, and I'm sure a lot of you missed it as well. But we're just getting on with it, and we're trying to make the best of it. We're trying to create a good vibe at home, a good feeling at home. And like I just said earlier, I'm not sure when I said it, but people are doing iftari at home, which you never used to do before as a family properly. People are doing sehri at home. People are reading tarawih together. Mothers are praying tarawih behind their sons. Sisters are praying namaz behind their husbands. So wives are praying namaz behind their husbands. It's great, alhamdulillah. So there's been many positives as well. So, but other than that, Ramzan's going too quick. In my opinion, it's going too quick, man. 14 fast today. Yeah, Allah, it's like it just started last week and we were just getting all warmed up and everything. Salams from MK, says Abdul Rauf Kali. Walaikum salam. Idris, salams. Amji, salams. Nasu, salam. Sorry. Okay. Just a suggestion. Can all the masjids arrange on Eid day to read out takbir on the day of Eid at one time? If it's lockdown, isn't it eased? At least this will be amazing way to celebrate Eid Salah. If Eid is under 2 days, then we can still do it. Yeah, please bring this up. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Takbir is good. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. And going from, the echo going out from everybody's receivers, everybody's phone, Instagram, Facebook, it'd be fantastic. Might be a really good idea. We'll run it past the ulama of Leicester, obviously. And I did get a suggestion about this on the radios. We can have it on radio FM as well, 87.7 FM. I'll put it on the Insta. We'll put it on Zoom. We'll do. Yeah, we got to make Eid day feel like Eid day. Akil, are you sorting your presents out? Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, Maulana. Please, can you give the dua convincing my friend's sister she really wants to have children, inshallah. I think for children as well, Rabbana هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين وجعلنا للمتقين إماما. This is the dua I read out yesterday. ربنا هب لنا من Allah, give us children. Allah, give us a family. Read this dua, inshallah. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين وجعلنا للمتقين إماما. Read this dua, inshallah. Allah will bless you. Anybody looking for a partner, Allah will give you a partner. Anybody looking for children, wanting children, should I say, Allah will bless you with make and pious children who will be the coolness of your eyes, inshallah. Who will be the coolness of your eyes, inshallah. Read this dua, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan, ahsanul jazak. Okay, I think we've warmed up nicely now. Akil, how many minutes for the break? 15 minutes. Okay, so the first part of this program, I still want to touch on this daughter-in-law and mother-in-law topic, if I can, inshallah. And after the news, after the break, sorry, we'll go on to the single parenting, inshallah. Maulana, please post this dua on your post. It is on my post. It's on my post on Insta. I'm sure was it a story or was it a post? I don't remember. I'll check, inshallah. Maulana, what's for iftar today? Somebody's asking me, what is today iftar? Do you know what? I think I got some neighbors bringing some stuff over. You know, there's a hadith of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that Allah, the risk of a mu'min is increased in the month of Ramadan. The risk of a mu'min is increased. I don't know what you guys feel, right? But this in Ramadan, you get so much food, mashallah. People give you so much food. Your neighbors bring you food. Your friends bring you food. Your, family brings you food. You got people. You're also, and if iftari comes, you can only eat this much, right? Once you have the first date, as soon as you cook food, it can last at least 2 days. I don't know if it's the same in your. Please let me know. Is it the same in your household where the food lasts only 2 days, or is it 1 day? Is it all battered? Even if you make little, it's not that we make lots, but subhanallah, there's so much barakah. Somebody's dropping off watermelon, somebody's bringing dal chawal, somebody's bringing biryani, somebody's bringing akni. Akil, is this happening at your house? Is people dropping stuff at your house, Akil? No. No, what a shame. Please, anybody who my co-pilot says I have to cook myself, bichara Akil. If somebody knows Akil, man, spare a thought for the geezer. Drop some food over his house, bichara, he's starving. Abdul, there's always leftovers in the fridge, yeah, and then you got the savories in the month of Ramadan as well. So many savories, right? So much barakah. Sanam's your old neighbor from Wedno Street, Adam Dadan, is very ill. Please make dua for him, inshallah, says Idris Mullah. Brothers and sisters, if we can all make dua for Adam by Dadan, Allah give him shifa kamila ajila mustamira. Nafisa Nurga says food definitely lasts for 2 days or more. Definitely, always the case. It is always the case. There's so much barakah, and you get so much. And people just bring, and you put it all back in the fridge again. Then the next day comes, somebody else brings. Subhanallah. Risk is increased. Allah says fast, but does anybody die fasting? Subhanallah. Right? Somebody sent a message here, Akil. Don't believe Akil, says Ashfaq, Amanullah. No, alhamdulillah. Okay. Right, brothers and sisters, we've talked about iftari now. How many hours left? We've got another, how many hours? 7, 8 hours left for iftari yet. So let's not talk too much about iftari. Let's get onto the program, inshallah. Make enough that I give to my neighbors, says Sabina Bindani. What I will say though, if you've got non-Muslim neighbors, it could be Hindu, it could be Sikh, it could be Christians, it could be people of any faith or belief. It might be a good idea just to take some food as well. Maybe take savories for them as well. Maybe just take whatever you're cooking at home, cook a bit extra, give it to your neighbors. That creates that muhabbat. It creates that muhabbat. Not just on Eid day, but in the month of Ramadan, maybe once a week. If not every day, maybe once a week. And take one neighbor on this side, take a neighbor on that side. Especially if you have non-Muslim neighbors, it'd be good. It's a nice touch, right? To give to your neighbors, So I would suggest try that, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. It shows our dawah side, it shows our akhlaq, it shows our character, and it shows as Muslims we care for our neighbors. So my humble request to all our listeners, today my wife does that regularly, says Abdul Rauf Ghali. Allah. Right. That's really, really good, mashallah. Really, really good. Give to our non-Muslim neighbors. It creates that bond, it creates that muhabbat, and they get to see our akhlaq, what we really like, by our actions, right? Then the world can tell them that we're bad people. They will not believe, because they'll see that my Muslim neighbors are wonderful, wonderful people. Actions speak louder than words. Remember that actions speak louder than words, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. So there you are, brothers and sisters. So try that, inshallah. Try giving to your non-Muslim neighbors. They love our food. Oh yes, I did. Salams, Maulana Khalid, really enjoying your show. Remember us in your duas. Jazakallah khair from the wonderful person who texted me. Definitely, I know too right about that. Yeah, so give it to your, yes, I do as well, mashallah, very, very good. Because many people say that they actually share food with their neighbors, non-Muslim neighbors. Brilliant, brilliant, fantastic. Especially if you've got elderly as well. I remember once and the thing about our Indian food is this, right? The thing about with the Indian food is that it's nice and spicy. It's got a kick to it as well. So when the people who are not used to spicy, they'll eat it. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, this is so lovely. This is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Mr. Patel, for this lovely food. Yeah, that's how this. I'm just trying to imitate how they speak, right? And this, you know, they really appreciate our food and they really enjoy the food. Alhamdulillah. So yeah, give it to our neighbors. Don't make it too spicy that they struggle, but do enough that they enjoy the food. Do enough that they enjoy the food, right? My mouth's just slightly beginning to water a little bit, and I've got a long time to go for iftari, right? So let's cut up the food topic now, and let's move on to some serious stuff now. Maulana, I and my husband give to the people at the post office. Brilliant, lovely, mashallah, that accept. Yeah, I'm trying to do a posh accent. I'm not sure how well that went, but they give it to me. Then they give it to me. Haha, says Zain. Okay, guys. We got around 10 minutes to the break. I was talking about daughter-in-laws and mother-in-laws. I was talking more about daughter-in-laws, right, the other day. And I was saying how important it is that as in our society, we look after our daughter-in-laws, right, and treat them as daughters. And mashallah, I got some very good messages. And please, all those mother-in-laws out there, I'm not having a go at you. Please understand, I am not having a go at you. I will talk on another day. Maybe Allah willing on Monday, I'm going to talk about how daughter-in-laws should also respect the mother-in-laws, because you know it's a two-way thing. It's never it's to make a relation work. Both sides have to make an effort. Both sides have to make an effort, and this is very, very important. If we keep on blaming the other side, it's not going to work. But what I would say today is, if all our mother-in-laws or all the mothers out there, this is something very, very important. If we treat our daughter-in-laws like our own daughters, right? I'm just going to talk about this very, very briefly, because then after 2:30, I want to talk about single parenting, which I discussed yesterday. Treating our daughter-in-laws like our own daughter, not comparing, Maulana, they are as Facebook posts. Okay, I didn't understand the message. I've got 8 minutes to go. What I will say is treating your daughter-in-laws like your daughters, not to compare your daughter-in-laws with your previous daughter-in-laws, right? Number one, not to compare your daughter-in-law with your own daughters, right? Not to compare your daughter-in-law with other people's daughter-in-laws, right? Because women chat, don't they? Women talk. How's your daughter-in-law? My daughter-in-law to mashallah baddu kaam kare. My daughter-in-law, she cleans the house, she irons, she cooks, she does this, and boy day amai chopli. Then the other one say, oh, amai to bilkul opposite. Amai khati. They say, I don't know where we got her from. I don't know where she came from. We heard such good things about her. We had great reviews about our daughter-in-law. She's coming to our house and she's made our house Jahannam, and she's done this to our house. And my mothers and sisters, every girl is going to be different. Every girl is going to be different, right? Like our own children. Do we get all our children same? You see this hand, you see the fingers, right? Is every finger the same? No, it's not. It's different. In the same way, every child is different. Every daughter-in-law is different. Every son-in-law is different. Everybody's different, right? If you're looking for the perfect daughter-in-law, if you're looking at our daughter-in-law should be, what do you exactly want from your daughter-in-law, right? To clean the house, right? To cook for you, to clean for you, right? Well, my brother, then from day one, the expectations are wrong. From day one, the expectations are wrong, right? What we need to do is create a love and a bond in the family, right? Create love and bond in the family. And please don't forget, my brothers and sisters, I will talk about how daughter-in-laws should look after the mother-in-laws. That's for Monday. But today it's about treating a daughter-in-laws, right? Because we hear many, many stories, right? And the worst bit is, my brothers and sisters, when the daughter-in-law gets dissed. And the most awkward situation is when the husband is in the middle, right? He's in the middle. He's got his wife on one side. He's got his mother on one side. and he's going to make a choice between mother and wife. And that should never happen to any man. That should not happen to any man where he's going to decide, do I take my mother's side, do I take my wife's side, right? You're putting the guy in a very, because he loves his wife, of course, that's why he's married her. And he loves his mother is your mother. You'll always love your mother, right? But don't make it difficult for the guy where he has to make a choice, or he's going to make a decision. That's not the way it's supposed to be, right? It's very, very important. It's very, very important. Treat our daughter-in-laws like daughters. Give them love, give them muhabbat. When you give somebody love, when you want to win somebody over, the biggest thing in society, right? To win anybody's heart, this is for husband and wife, wife for husband, brother and sister, whoever it is, neighbors, anything in life, right? The general rule is this: you give them respect, you'll earn your respect. Don't ask for respect. If you ask people to respect you, you're not going to get respect. Now, you got to earn your respect. So as a daughter-in-law, or as a mother-in-law, as a husband, as a wife, as a brother, as a sister, as a colleague, as a friend, if we're going to go around and say, I'm Maulana Khalil, I do radio, I'm a DJ on radio, I'm a presenter on radio, so all of you guys got to respect me because I'm an Imam at Masjid al-Bukhari, I am the Amir of Rahma Mercy, I do radio programs, respect me. That's not going to work. You're going to say, sorry, Maulana, you got to earn your respect. You got to earn your respect in the very same way. And the way to earn respect is love each other, respect each other, be kind to each other. And the biggest thing in all of this is the tongue, right? It's the tongue. It's how to utilize the tongue. If this tongue is used well, my brothers, you'll make many, many friends in your life. You'll have many, many friends, and people will love you for your character. If you're snobbish, if you're stuck up, you've got a rotten tongue, you've got a bad tongue, no matter how clever you are, no matter how good you are, no matter how educated you are, no matter how rich you are, no matter where you live, right? People are going to hate you. Why? Because of your rotten and your filthy and your dirty tongue. And that applies to everyone. This tongue is what will make people close to you or far further away from you. Keep that in mind, folks. All right? This is a general rule for every relationship. It's a general rule for every single relationship, right? Keep your tongue, keep a good character, be soft, be great. Look at the akhlaq of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. And this is for every, like I said, this is for husband and wife relationship, every single relationship. Right? Don't ask for respect. Yeah, I am something special. Respect me. I am the Don. I don't care if you're a Don. Act like an insan. When you become an insan, and when I mean become insan, you start acting like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You bring great morals in your life. You bring the beautiful akhlaq of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then you will see people will love you. People will respect you. People will, people love humble people. People love good charactered people. People hate rotten people. People hate those sort of people who just go on about themselves and talk about themselves and big themselves up, and people think, yeah, this doesn't work like that, brothers and sisters. So my mother-in-laws, my daughter-in-laws, my sister-in-laws, my sisters, my brothers, my friends, my colleagues, wherever you are in the world, right? All the ilaj and the cure to love and muhabbat and unity between us is look after your own tongue. Now, when I'm saying this now, don't think about, oh yeah, my friend, she's got a rotten tongue. My mate's got a rotten tongue. No, I'm not talking about your friends. And I'm not talking about your mates. And I'm not talking about your family members. I'm talking about you and I. Me, Maulana Khalil, me, Khalid Ahmad Patel, I need to look at my tongue. I need to look, am I saying things to upset people? Or am I saying bad things? Am I saying good things? What am I saying? Am I saying right things or wrong things, right? Likewise, my brothers and sisters, you're listening to my talk today, right? Lead by example, be humble or kind. That's Jazakallah khair for that message. Right, people, we've got Razia Muhammad who's just joined. Assalamu alaikum, Razia Ben, hope you're well and in the best of health. We got 1 minute and 50 seconds before we have a break, inshallah. After the break, inshallah, we're going to talk about single parenting. So make sure you stay tuned. Don't go away anywhere, inshallah ta'ala. And inshallah, it'll be very, very beneficial. Keep your text messages coming in. I love your messages, inshallah. 07450 925 084. 07450 You can follow me on Instagram, Maulana Khalil, Moulana Khalil, Khalil. The more the merrier, inshallah. 30 seconds to grow. 30 seconds to go, 20 seconds in fact now. So guys, Radio 87.7 FM, we're going to take a little break and ads, and then we're going to be back on there. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How's that possible? Is that your mistake? All right. Okay, it should be fixed now, Fatima. If it's not fixed, come on to my Instagram page, Maulana Khalil, Moulana Khalil, Khalil. Yes. Okay. Okay. So people, we got 20 minutes. I'm going to talk for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to take all your questions and points after. Okay. Are we good with that, people? So just bear with me. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem amma ba'd. My brothers and sisters, yesterday we talked about single parenting, and we know the challenges single parenting has. And we mentioned yesterday, one of the issues is when somebody becomes a single parent, right? Either the father or the mother. There are a lot of single mothers around, a lot of single fathers around, and obviously, first of all, we talked about in all of this, right? It is very, very difficult for both sides, because at the end of the day, why did Allah Ta'ala make us for? Adam and Eve, right? Adam and Eve, Adam alayhi salam and Hawa, where man and woman can to be together, and then it can bring up a family together, right? Because a child needs both. A child needs a father and a child needs a mother. You need both of them, right? If a child, right, loses a father, what do you call him? A yatim, an orphan, right? Islamically, what do you call a child? A child who loses the father is called an orphan, right? So when husband and wife divorce, right, or if the lady becomes a widow, right, or the man loses his wife, right, whichever way, right. First of all, I would say to my sisters, right, I always recommend, right, that you should try to move on in life, right. You might say, Manana, and there's many people who say this as well, and I've come across many sisters as well who mention this, Manana, that people look at it as a aib and a bad thing for women to move on in life. So if it's always a lady who's been married before she got divorced, example, right? And the sad thing in our culture is a lot of times, because the lady's been divorced, a lot of the time the fault will be pointed towards the lady, and the blame will be because, okay, she wasn't good, right? And that's not always the case, right? Sometimes it's the fault, and I mentioned this yesterday, sometimes it's the fault of the father, sometimes it's the fault of the mother, right? We mentioned this absolutely yesterday, right? But my mothers and sisters, you need to look after yourselves, right? You need a partner in your life. You need companionship in your life. You need somebody to love you in your life, right? And Islamically, there's nothing wrong with you for move on in life, right? And let me tell you one thing, folks, and to my single mothers out there, if you're gonna think, right, what will people say? If you're gonna think, what will my ex-in-laws say? What will my family say? What will my brother say? What will my sister say? What will my neighbor say? She's got married again. How could she do that, man? How could you do that? Then what do you want her to do, guys? What do you want that woman to do? Just stay single all her life and just, bring upbringing of her children, and what when her children become, old, 19, 20, one of them goes to university, the other one gets married, and they move on in life. Then she's going to you want her to sit at home all day long on her own. Let's not be selfish. Let's not be selfish, right? And I would also say this to the children of the parents as well, right? As long as, if your mom or your dad want to get married again, don't say, Mom, how can you get married? You can't get married again. Even kids oppose their parents. I know that. I've heard this as well. Even kids oppose their parents. But as long as kids are naive, though. Kids are naive. They don't understand, right? So my sisters out there, you should seriously think about, if you're a single mother, right? It's very difficult to live. Look, Allah's made us. I have khahish. I have desires, right? Why? Because Allah's made me in a way. I'm an insan. I have desires, right? That's why if you do zina, is guna, right? If you're with your wife, and husband and wife have a relationship, you get a reward for it. That time you spend together as a husband and wife, Allah rewards you for it, right? So the Sahaba say, Ya Rasulullah, what? If a husband and wife spend time together, right? So they get a reward for it? Nabi said, yes, of course. Because Sahaba were puzzled. The Nabi Sallallahu explained to them, what about if they do haram, they get guna for it. So when they do halal, they get reward for it. My brothers, Maulana Khalid, just because I'm Maulana doesn't mean I don't have desires. Of course I have desires, right? Every man and every woman in this world has desires. Allah has made us that. We are not angels, right? If I look at a woman, right? Obviously, I'm just giving an example, right? We're supposed to know our case, but you look at a woman, shaitan starts playing with our feelings. If a woman looks at a man, shaitan's going to play with her feelings as well. It's human nature. It's human nature. No, every woman has desires, every man has desires, right? We need companionship. Every woman needs a man and every man needs a woman, right? The right partners, right? It's the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made us. So if for some reason, if somebody becomes a widow, somebody becomes divorced, right? My mothers and sisters, my brothers and friends, I would encourage all of you to look for a good partner for yourself. It's very, very important. Somebody who give you that security, somebody who can help you upbringing of your children as well, especially if you've got children, right? Obviously, if you're divorced and you don't have children, it's a lot more easier to get married. When you get divorced and then you've got children as well, then it's sometimes a bit more difficult because other people don't want to take on other people's children. But that shouldn't be the case. You look after other people's children, inshallah, Allah, will give you barakat in your life, inshallah. There's nothing wrong with looking after somebody else's children, right? So my first point today is for single parents out there, single mothers, don't, and I know, honestly, I've heard it, and it's not heard it, it's reliable sources where, and please, sisters, don't get me wrong for this, right? Don't get me wrong, where some sisters are so comfortable in their comfort zone. And they're so happy. They just say, nah, who's going to get married again? Don't have to cook for the geezer. Don't have to hoover for him. Don't have to wash his clothes for him. I'm happy. I can go with my friends. I can go with my mates. I can go out. I can chill. I don't need permission. I can go to the restaurant. I can go to the takeaway. I can go out. I can go to the cinema. I can go holiday with my female friends. I can do whatever I want. Life is great. My sister, is that really what your life is all about? Really? Where you can just enjoy yourself, so-called enjoying yourself, right? Just because you've got friends and you've got many other ladies who are single parents where you just go out and do things. This is not the teaching of Islam. This is not the teaching of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is not the teaching of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are not in this dunya to follow our desires. We are not in this dunya to follow what our friends say. We are not in this dunya just to think, we think we make the rules and regulations. The rules are made by Allah. The regulations are made by our Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We need to abide by their way, not our way. Not what we think. There's a problem today is everybody's a mufti. Everybody goes on Google. Google, should I get married? Google will say, no, don't get married. Stay at home. Enjoy your life. Subhanallah. Every mufti Google, right? Mufti Twitter, mufti, Instagram. Everybody just wants to go there and get a fatwa from there to suit their lifestyle. It's not because you want to practice deen. Some of you might not like what I'm saying. It's not because we want to practice deen. But we look for maslas and masail to suit our lifestyle. We look for, if one mufti doesn't give the right answer, we'll phone a second one and forget him. Because I speak to that mufti, he's a bit soft, he's a bit lenient, until we get the answer we want, right? Because everybody's a mufti. Everybody picks up a kitab and thinks, yeah, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said this, and the Quran says this. You can't even read the Quran properly. You don't know what the hadith is all about. You don't know why the hadith was mentioned, right? And there you are, you pick up a book of hadith, you pick up the Quran, and you become a mufassir of the Quran. Right? So all these darulums, these Maulvis who became Maulanas, who became Maulanas, and all these Appas who became Appas, they just wasted their time in darulum. Everybody could have done it over Google. My brothers and sisters, deen is not what we think it is. Deen is what was revealed to our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right? My mothers and sisters out there, it's not your life. Don't say, I can do it, it's my life. It's not your life. It's an amanah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is a manner from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah has given you this time. Allah has given you your life. Allah has given you all of these things, right? You need to look after your life, because Allah is going to ask you, Ibn Adam on the day of Qiyamah will not able to move from his place or her place until they don't answer the questions. What did you do? How did you spend your life? How did you spend your youth? Where did you earn your money? How did you spend your money? This is, we're going to have to answer all of this on the day of Qiyamah, right? It's not, I can't live the life. So my request to society, my request to brothers, my request to sisters, my request to everybody out there today, right? We are not here today to live life the way we want to. We are obliged to follow the ways of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My humble request to my sisters and my humble request to my brothers out there, right? Brothers or sisters, right? If you're single parents, do definitely think about moving on in life. Find a good partner. Think about your children. We've got desires. A Maulana has desires. A non-Maulana has desires. An Appa has desires. A normal woman has desires. We're insan. We're not angels. We're not robots. You know, we've been programmed. Allah. That's why Allah made Adam alayhi salam. And for his companionship, he made Hazrat Hawa. He made Hazrat Hawa. Why? A man and woman can come together. They can have a family together. They can live together. This is what Allah has done for all of us. So my brothers and sisters, right? And I will say another request to all our people in the society. When you see a single mother, when you see a father, don't look down upon them. Don't look down upon a thing that she's divorced. She must be a rotten so-and-so. How do you know the facts, right? And I will say one more thing as well, which is really, really important, right? One thing I will say which is very, very important, right? This is very, 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 very important is that don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about what people say. Do what makes Allah Ta'ala happy. Do what makes Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam happy. This is the most important thing in life, right? This is the most important thing in life, right? And my single to my single mothers out there, I will say to the society, support our single mothers out there. Be kind to them. Help them out. If you know they've got children, if they know they've got difficulties, right? If they know, help them out. Don't look down upon them that had a divorce taking. You know, she's got kids, right? If you know she's struggling, give her a lift. Ask her for help. Tell your wife to help her. If you can help her. You know, the kids going to school. School is far. Take them to school. Sometimes maybe help them with their shopping. Maybe ask them when you do your own shopping, can I get something from the shops? Simple, simple things. Sometimes it's a real struggle, especially for the mothers and sisters. It's a real, real struggle for them, right? So spare a thought for them. Make it easy for them. Support each other. Be kind to each other. And one last thing, when you hear from people that she was divorced and she did this, and he was divorced and he did this, don't listen to people's panchat and rumors. Do not listen to people's panchat and rumors. People exaggerate. People make things up so much. People make so many things up. You know, the story starts from here. It's this small. And by the time the story finishes, it's this big. And there's so much panchat and gossip and nonsense inside the story. It's beyond belief. And you know what I say? Have you heard about so-and-so? Have you heard about so-and-so? Have you heard about so-and-so? Right? And some of it is so many lies. So many lies. Right? There's no true facts. There's no hard facts. It's all I've heard from so-and-so. Yeah, it's Haji man. Wallahi, it's true. But it's not true. It's all been made up. It's so much. You know, the best thing is don't listen to anybody's panchat. Don't listen to anybody's stories. Don't listen to what people have to say. You know what? Just keep your ears sealed. Keep your mouth sealed, inshallah. It's your protection in that. And if you hear anything about someone, make dua, Allah give them hidayat. Allah give them hidayat. Allah give them hidayat. So my brothers and sisters, these are a few words I wanted to say about single parenting, society in general, right? Sorry, I've not been reading your messages. I did say I won't be reading your messages while I'm talking. So if you do want to resend your messages, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, your opinions are more than welcome, right? Your opinions are more than welcome, inshallah. So do say so. Text messages 0745 0925 084. It's easier for divorced men to remarry compared to divorced mothers with children. Unfortunately, yes, it's true. Something 139 Mars. That is the case. But what I will say, my men, you mustn't lose hope. Inshallah, Allah. Anybody out there who is unfortunate to be in a divorce situation, inshallah, Allah give all of you good partners. Inshallah, Allah give you. Yeah, people look at a man and say, sorry, a woman, too much package. Shall we get married to her? I hate when they call it package. I hate that word package, right? You know, package meaning how many children has she got and all that. We shouldn't say it that way. I think that's quite rude. Like calling kids package. It's pretty rude, to be honest. But my sister, don't worry about it. Allah will give you, if you're in that situation or any of your sister out there in that situation, Allah give you a good, wonderful husband, inshallah. It might take time, but one of it, don't rush into it, inshallah. Look for the right person, but don't delay too much as well. Again, Maulana Khalid, another amazing show. Jazakallah khair. You're welcome. 6 minutes to go. This is your time to talk now. This is your messages on Instagram, on Facebook, on text message, whatever you want to say. Inshallah, you've got 6 minutes. If there's anything, I know it says, Anju, it's pathetic. I know it's pathetic. This is the way. It's a lot of it, my sisters. It comes down to culture. A lot of it's our Indian culture, our Pakistani culture, our Bangladeshi culture. We look down upon women, a divorce chair, kharab chair. Just because a woman's divorce doesn't make her a bad woman. Just because the guy's divorce doesn't make him a bad man. But usually it's the woman who gets the raw deal. It's the woman who gets the raw deal, which shouldn't be the case. People should just be careful before they make. And maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow, making judgment. But tomorrow I won't be here on this. I won't be on 87.7 FM. However, I will be on Radio Sira tomorrow. People put culture before Islam. It should be the other way around. More shows like this needs to be take place. It seems that a subject like these are not spoken about in masjids, bayans. I'm sure they are, Adam, see that? But maybe we could do more of it. We can do more of it. But I will, from next Monday on my Instagram shows, inshallah, I want to start addressing these sort of topics. So, Maulana Khalid, Moulana Khalid, Khalil. Follow me every night, inshallah. Salams, Ben, when are you doing? Salams, Ben, did you listen to MK Bayan? Where were you? Did you listen to MK Bayan? Okay. Right. So yeah. Join me I do my Monday to Friday instant Facebook every night from 11:15 to 12:15. And people in Leicester, 87.7 FM, if you're listening, and you want to join us in the night, you can. It's 11:15 to 12:15. It's been a great show. It's been very popular. It's gone down extremely well with lots and lots of people. People have benefited. So you guys join me every night if you can, Monday to Friday, 11:15 to 12:15. Instagram or Facebook, Maulana Khalid, Moulana Khalid, Khalil. Join me, inshallah. It'll be very, very beneficial, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. Yeah, we got 4 minutes to go, people. We've not had a single text message. What's gone wrong with the text of Leicester? Can I have a single text message from Leicester say, you have heard my talk, 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes, only 3 minutes to go. Jazakallah khair. Not Salam, it's Salma MK. It's Salma. Not Salam, it's Salma. Okay, sorry, man. Maaf, Gustaki, maaf. Agreed. Amazing lockdown show, 23:15 to 00:15 at night. Yes, it's very, very good. It's become very popular, I must say. And a lot of fun, a lot of joy, and we get the message across. I'm glad to say, alhamdulillah. 3 minutes to go. I'm hoping to have 2 text messages. Aqil, what do you reckon? 2 text messages in the next 2 minutes, inshallah. Very beneficial in the evening show. Learn a lot in a short time. Is this show recorded? It can be watched later. Yes, it's on my story. And it's going to be on YouTube. We're going to load all of these. True, a guy is okay. Say he will get remarried, but when women is divorced and want getting married, she's bad. Yeah, we mentioned that, Anju. But like I said, ignore what people say. Ignore what people think. Sanas Maulana, I am not on Facebook or on Insta. You should have said that you will be on YouTube, but I check every night and I can never find you. Sorry. Great talk. Address some really important topics. If you can't find me, just open an Insta account. It's very, very easy. Just open an Insta account, inshallah. How can individuals dedicate their time wisely in Ramadan? Says Batley Ilfeed. Well, make a timetable. Make a timetable. That's one thing you need to do. And one thing is make a timetable and set yourself what you want to do and how much time for ibadat, for your housework, for your family. And if you do that, inshallah, your Ramadan will go in the best way possible. If you just leave it random, your days will go by, it'll turn into weeks, weeks will turn into a month, and Ramadan will be finished. So my brothers and sisters, try to utilize your time in the best way. Make a timetable at home. That'll be very, very beneficial. 87.7 FM, my time is almost up. Akil has given me, said 50 seconds to go, 50 seconds to go, and then I'm good for today. I'll be back on Monday on 87.7 FM. I'll be back tomorrow on Radio Sira. Insta, Facebook, I'll be back tonight from 11:15 to 12:15 with you all, inshallah ta'ala. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and it'll be great, inshallah. Can we do it from 12 to 12:30, please? Advance notice. Ahmad Ali, if you want me to get beaten up at home, 12:30. If you want me to survive for the next day, 12:15. 11:15 to 12:15. Okay, guys, 87.7 FM. I think we're going to go off air now. We've got around 10 seconds to go. Have a lovely day. Dua mayad. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.